You want essentials? I got essentials. A whole lot of them. Stick around. Hiya folks, Old Man Grognard here, and I've got a remix of something I'd reviewed earlier, and that is Old School Essentials. I'm going to be reviewing the Rules Tome this time. And here's what it looks like on the inside. Ain't that a beauty? Old School Essentials Classic Fantasy. It is a digest-sized book. The Rules Tome, you can get these separately or the big one like I did. I love the way they use the end papers on either side. And it's got everything you want to play basic D&D clone. Basically BX with beautiful illustrations that weren't in the original, the other one I have, BX Essentials. I mean, there was some really nice artwork in there, but they didn't do the color plates like this. There's the spells. Oh, you get a couple of nice bookmarks too. Spells, monsters, treasure, everything in here in a nice 2-column format that's real easy to read. It's a little small for me, but I can get by. There's some of the monsters and treasure, and they got great tables in here. And some good advice on how to run a game. So, there you have it. Old School Essentials. Check it out. Take it away, Glenn. So, we have Old School Essentials. And this was kickstarted and funded in 2019. It's about 295 pages and written by Gavin Norman. And like I said, I've reviewed their stuff before. I reviewed these. BX Essentials, which is this clean, well, I'll get into it in a minute. There's 5 books here, each one splitting it into like one chapter, like the core rules, the monsters, the spells, So this one is a great upgrade because you've got the complete BX system in here, but it's just like BX Essentials, it's just the rules and nothing but the rules. They'll explain stuff, but in a very concise way. So you can just get on with playing, not having to search for stuff. And it is a beautiful book. Now, they did do a few things. They clarified some of the rules. If you look back in the author's notes in the back, he'll explain what they changed and if they had to change. It's a case of, a lot of people accuse clones of like, okay, they're just putting their house rules in there. But this is where he's basically going through and trying to see what needed to be clarified. And maybe some things were ambiguous and they had to make decisions on it and things like that for ease of play. And he goes through all the stuff in here that he worked on. But it's a beautiful thing. And it's got these beautiful color illustrations in there. Some single page like that. And let's see if I can find a 2-page spread here. And it just kind of lays it out, Oh, here's one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? 2-page spread. Gorgeous artwork in here. The artist, beautiful. There's just too many for me to name. And here's the monsters. The monsters, stat blocks, description, stat blocks, description, stat blocks. It's great. And one thing they did add in here, which I applaud them for, is the fact that in BX Essentials, they went straight up BX, so it's descending armor class. This one, they decided to do both ascending and descending armor class, and that's a good thing. A lot more clone systems, things should do that. Swords and Wizardry does it. They do it too, which makes it uber compatible with stuff. And like I said, it's the real deal. It's the complete deal. You have the basic race as class critters like dwarves, elves, halflings, things. The four basic human classes. Plus you got like I said, the front and back covers are got tables and stuff. Nothing goes to waste in this book, and that's what I really like. Talk about strongholds, running adventures. And it's just a treasure. You want treasure? They got treasure. A lot of treasure. So this book here is definitely a go-to for me. And I love me my Labyrinth Lord, Advanced Labyrinth Lord. They're accused of having house rules in there, but I don't see it. But this one's easier to carry around. Now, let me explain how they're doing it. Old School Essentials from Necrotic Gnome. This is the rules tome. This also comes in a box set of 5 smaller books for the. It's just like the BX Essentials, only they split it into 5 in a box set. They're all hardback like this. They also have a player's tome and a GM's tome. It's split in half. Now, you're asking, Grognard, where is the 1E? Do they have any advanced 1E stuff? They certainly do. They have Old School Essentials Advanced Fantasy. They have 2 books out now. They've just started a Kickstarter as of this recording for the other 2 books. The 2 books out now are the core rules and the magic spells. But they're kickstarting the whole complete thing right now, if you want to get in on that. Plus, they're going to be splitting that into a player's tome and a GM's tome. So you can get that, those 2 or the 4, and you'll have pretty much the way people used to run it, kind of like Labyrinth Lord and Advanced Edition Companion. But this is a little bit more pure. This is a little bit more, this is the way it is. This is the way it was. We're going to do it like this, which is great. I think it's wonderful. And there's a lot of reviews of this out here that say it's the bee's knees. Let me tell you, it is the bee's knees. So, well, where to get it? Okay. If you want the print book, go to Necrotic Gnome's website. They have it. They have that. They have all the other ones I've talked about, and they're all print plus PDF. And it runs you, it was in euros, so I converted it to dollars. It runs you about $88, $88.46. If you just want the PDF, hey, Drive Through RPG, $20 for the rules tome. And I believe the other ones are on there too. I just don't have the price right now. But I'll put all that down there. So, all right, run out and get these. Or this, I should say. I prefer this because I like a 1-book system. And yes, I won't have them split up like the other ones, so you can't really hand them out to players. But at the same time, you can also buy a set of the smaller books and just hand those out to players. They just need to look up a spell or something like that. Anyway, all right. So go out and get that, and it's really great. And so until I see you folks next time, bye-bye.